Right now, Hurricane Milton is hovering over Florida. It is just out here, Category 1 hurricane hovering over us. Um, and I'm pretty sure right here you can see that's banging noises and all that. That's the wind because we are in the wind phase of the hurricane on the East Coast, of course. I'm gonna try to make this video quick, a little simple, so it's easy to watch. I'm not trying to make it long. But I'm just gonna go over the quick and dirty because I'm tired. I'm recording this at 3 a.m., which I never thought I'd make a video at this time. But I'm gonna go a little quick. So around 2 o'clock Wednesday, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Um, there was 18 tornadoes that happened around my area, which is honestly wild. It damaged a lot of houses. It was crazy. And that's probably like the worst thing that happened. Also, around 2 o'clock, there was a bunch of rain which flooded my street. I would show you guys a video of it because I did take a video, but I'm not gonna risk it because it kind of has my things on it, but I don't wanna, I'm not gonna risk it, but it was very, it was there. So, after that, it was very calm because I was in the inner part of the hurricane, where it's like this, like the because the hurricane is kind of like a little crooked U, where it's like this, and this is like where all the rain is right here, like this little area right here, and then there's this tiny little opening right here, which is where I was. So it was very calm. There was no rain. There was no wind. It was just calm. So that happened until like about 9 o'clock. So until 9 o'clock, it started like this. Well, it was just banging and constant banging, and the more you got into it, the more harsher it got, and I couldn't sleep because of it. I did sleep for a little bit, but then I woke up at like around 12 o'clock at midnight, and I just couldn't sleep from there. So this is happening right now. Yeah, it's honestly wild. So now, give it here or there. Right now, it's a Category 1. It went from a 5 from the west until a 4 to a 3 to a 2, then to a 1. And now, right now, as of recording this video at like 3 o'clock, like 3:40 something, it's right between Orlando and Cape Canaveral. So, because Cape Canaveral is like the very, very edge of the east coast of Florida. So, like, once the eye goes over Cape Canaveral, it's officially on the Atlantic Ocean, where it can, continue to move forward for a tropical storm. Hopefully, maybe it might continue at Category 1, but it will eventually become a tropical storm, of course. So a lot of things have happened. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was because it was pretty terrifying, like when I first heard about it. But like once you actually you lived through Milton and all that, it wasn't that bad. People were just hyping it up. Like the media was just hyping the storm up way too much, because it's one of those strategies, a way to get people to prepare for this, like to over prepare for the hurricane, because it's way better to over prepare for something that rather than to under prepare for something. So if they can scale people, which is honestly like a very weird ethical way to do it, a non-ethical way to do it, but if they scale people in order to think that they can do it, and they can like prepare, so they can prepare good, so you don't under prepare, and next thing you know the house is gone and there's like debris in the windows and all that. So right now outside my house, as you can hear right now, it's probably blowing out a good old 75 miles per hour winds. Just going out there, blowing into the shutters and making that big bang noise. And it's wild. So, Milton was just kind of weird. It was like rain, like a bunch of rain, and then give it like, on the East Coast, of course, it was just rain, and then it was just quiet. And then it was just harsh wind. I'm pretty sure it was different for the West Coast because it was that's where the most impact was. That's where you guys got like the Category 3 type hurricane, and luckily it didn't hit Tampa because it was predicted to hit Tampa, and a lot of people evacuated from Tampa. But actually, it went south. It went down south. Well, I don't know, mate, but it was south of Tampa, and that's where it was. And now it's slowly moving towards the Atlantic Ocean. It's now about the eye is now on the East Coast, which is why this is happening because I think the eye is directly above us. When I say above us, I mean north of us. So yeah, Hurricane Milton was something. Obviously, the media really made it seem scarier than it really was. Well, for the East Coast, of course. But a lot of things have happened. Like there's a Tropicana factory. To people who don't know, Tropicana is a orange juice company, and I heard that some Tropicana factory had the roof completely torn off, it's gone. Like if you look down on it, it's like a freaking Sims game where you can see everything in it. Like that's what happened to the roof. So I hope everything's fine there. They can resolve everything. People who lost their, lost their houses to the hurricane, of course, to tornadoes. I hope you guys can recover safely. People who donated to us, will also help us. That will help us very greatly. Appreciate that thing, of course. But Milton was something. It was a hurricane, of course. It was bad, but not as bad as me I thought it was. For the East Coast, of course. I'm talking strictly about the East Coast. But the West Coast was pretty bad. But Milton, it was just like any other hurricane that we have experienced. The only difference was that it went right through us. We had Irma, Matthew, Dorian, Helene, Andrew. So we had all those. Andrew was pretty freaking big though. But we have all those hurricanes. So us Floridians are very used to this type of stuff. So we got through it very good, and everybody did so good. Everybody was prepared. Everybody was ready. Everybody was sheltering. Everybody evacuated. Everybody was ready to take on the storm. Everybody was Granted, it wasn't the best way. It was very unorganized, but everybody was able to get what they wanted, which is good. So Milton was something. Hopefully by as the day progresses, according to the forecast, the wind will slowly get more calmer and calmer and calmer until the eye reaches the Atlantic Ocean, until the entire hurricane is completely through Florida, and that would be the destructive, and that would be the end of Milton. So yeah, that was, if I can put one word for Milton for the East Coast in one word, it'll just be anticlimactic, just like any other hurricane that we had. Maybe a little bit, maybe not as bad as other ones that we had, but it was something. So yeah, that's honestly all I can say about that. Hopefully I'll be fine. Hopefully everything should be back to normal, and hopefully everybody can recover safely, do it very, organized. Hopefully they can do it organized, safely, and all our families out there who lost their homes and to Helene and Milton, they can get it back soon. Shelter, just, I don't know, pray to whatever God that you believe in, that you will find peace, harmony, and you'll be safe. You'll be fine. This is not the first weather we have, so Florida hopefully knows what they're doing. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.